Give all praise Yahweh Shem Yeshua B'Shem HaKadosh. This relates to quick news. U.S. warns India relating to Russia ties, also relating to buying Russian oil. You know what I mean? So, U.S. is warning relating to India. That's why tax 35% on tax on that. You had a picture of Atlanta airport. The roof collapsed on the inside where dirty water, rusted water came in and pretty much fell on the patrons. That was a video showing that. It collapsed. So, you know, one of America's busiest airports, Hartford, Connecticut, Hartfield International, which is Atlanta airport. That was the plumbing. It busted, rusted water, dirty water fell on the customers, the patrons in the airport. You have what else? Other news. More news reports. Guyana to make a national ID a multi-purpose card for seamless services. It looks like a regular driver's license. You know what I mean? Where you have to have the real ID. So there probably be their form of a real ID in Guyana. Because it looks like a driver's license. Similar to a driver's license. You have an Palestinians wait to receive relating to food aid, relating to hunger crisis. So it's a humanitarian crisis relating to that. That's DRM News. You have another 4 hours ago relating to 41 trillion at risk relating to Bank of America. Issues an urgent warning of investors. You know what I mean? Talking financially. You have an stuff come out relating to things of the past relating to Trump's wife. Even the press secretary has a little history. You know what I mean? I've seen videos relating to that. Scripture talks about when things will be revealed. Let me get it real quick. Luke 8:17. Get it from the NIV. You'll see what that says. There is nothing hidden that now will be made disclosed, and nothing and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open or into light. That's what you're seeing. So things that was hidden now is going to be disclosed, man. And nothing concealed, will not be known or be brought into light. So things that was hidden and hidden in secret, concealed and in secret, is going to be made to light, man. You know what I mean? That's what you're seeing. These things that was behind closed doors, behind different things, the doors being open, exposing these things, is making it known, man. You know? So, it's more news. That's NIV relating to that. You see in the divided powers, there was a report relating to the governors in different parts of the world, different parts of the country, versus the Texas governors relating to redistricting, gerrymandering. That was another report. So you have a division relating to that, you know what I mean, between the governors in respective states relating to redistricting or gerrymandering. So a kingdom divided against itself, how can that kingdom stand? If a nation be divided against itself, how that nation can stand? If Satan be divided against itself, how can he stand but have an end, man? So the Satan represents the ones in a position of power in a carnal flesh form on the earth who rule this world, man. That's what that goes to. The carnal counterpart on earth, man. In the flesh form, man. So there is division relating to these powers on earth, man, who are in charge of everything. And also, Trump signed an executive order relating to LA 28. And he also signed something, that's all right, that executive orders for the Olympic Task Force, LA 28. Shalak. Because I seen it earlier on the report. You having let's see what else is on. You having a lot of people layoffs, massive layoffs in these companies, and it's affecting a certain dynamic or category group of people, especially hard or harder. You know what I mean? People of color is hitting harder relating to those category groups. You see massive layoffs relating to these major companies, man. Whether the tech or the hospitality, delivery service, and different things, different entities, man. You had a report of like over 300,000 black women being laid off. So, in relating to the DI initiatives being removed and taken, you know what I mean? And so it's affected especially a certain category group of people, especially harder, man. Let me see. See what's on the news. All right. Then you have reports relating to recession. It's coming. We already in recession. The economy, you know what I mean, relating to the tariffs. You know what I mean? So things are going up and prices are increasing. Scripture says, knowing this in the last days, perilous time shall come. Scripture also talks about a time for peace, a time for love, a time of hate, a time for peace, a time for war, man. So we're in a time for war. Um, you have strife, contention, different things, and so we in very conflictial times, man. Very conflictial times, man. China doesn't need the U.S. market anymore. There's something here. China doesn't need the U.S. market anymore. It built a 15 trillion system. You know what I mean? And also relating to the minerals and different things, elements, different, metals and different things. You get that 60% of that, you get that from China anyway. So and China knows U.S. needs that, so they can cut that down, and that can affect relating to supply to them, for different things they need respectfully in the country, man. So China's strategically, methodically, cutting off certain things, man. And a lot of people don't realize what's really going on like that, man. You know what I mean? So let me read this report here. This is from Andre, video report. China just did the unthinkable. Its economies are booming without the U.S. market. In this high-stake video, the impacts on how Beijing bypassing U.S. trade routes, dominating EV and semiconductor exports, weaponizing overcapacity, and building an alternative financial system through yen trade, CIPS, and digital yuan, with exports to Africa, South Asia, and the Latin American countries. Surge in U.S. dependency quietly replaced. This isn't a trade war. It's a global rewriting. And it's a global rewriting and also a global transference and reshifting, man. And that's what China is doing, man. And the rare earth controls to oil deals in yuan. China is redrawing the global order. Stay locked in every minute. Reveals relating to new shock in the power shift that the Wall Street and Washington and the world can't ignore. And these investors are worried about the stability relating to financially the U.S., man. They're worried about pretty much it's uncertainty, man. So China is quietly doing a lot of things. So Scripture says, be not ignorant in anything in great matter or small. This is a very great matter. It's the global economical, which affects everybody. And see, in that video talking about how the other countries, they folded relating to bending down to U.S. And when China says China is pretty much not, because China don't have to really, because they own a lot of the U.S. debt, man. So they have more control than you think, so they don't have to bow down to certain things from, because especially when they're in a position of power to do certain things that could affect here, man. And a lot of things we get are from, respectfully, China, man. So they have more control than you think, man. And they know that, and the U.S. knows that. And also, China can quietly use it to their advantage. And they're doing that. You know what I mean? So that's what you're seeing, man. This video is a Andre Vandermark video report. So this is just a quick report. I hope it helps relating to information. Zaya Wolf, give all praise, Yahbashim, Yashabashim, Makakadash. Let's been truth will not relate to juveniles, no juveniles. Hope this helps relating to information, informative relating to information. This is Zaya Wolf, hope it helps, Shalom.